Those rumors are like out of this world.
Welcome back to Mask Moments, the face behind the mask series that we just started.
My name is Sissel and I'm a YouTuber here in Korea. I'm a friend of Sophia and I do like beauty related content and fashion and lifestyle and everything like that.
What are you, a Danish person, doing in Korea?
Well, I came to Korea as like a 19-year-old, so I came here on working with my YouTube management and they gave me a visa for doing YouTube, so that is formally the reason why I came to Korea.
So were you on YouTube even before you were in Korea?
Yes, I've been doing YouTube for around, like, I think it's 5 years now.
Wow.
So since I was like in high school.
What made the YouTube management team have you come to Korea?
Well, I said that I wanted to live abroad, and I was already talking with like another company about potentially bringing me to Korea, but then they were like, oh, we don't want you to leave our management, so then we'll just like fix it for you to come here.
Oh, interesting. So you were already quite a popular YouTuber by the time you came here.
I think I had around 200,000 subscribers when I came here. So when I came here, that's where like it really started to take off.
Oh, interesting. Why is that?
Because I do like content related to Korea and to Korean makeup and beauty, and when you're actually in the country that people has a lot of like interest in, it's gonna be easier and more interesting for them to actually subscribe to me and find me. So
it gave you like a niche.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rewind a little bit. Go back in time, then tell me what was your first YouTube video, and then tell me like how you started, right?
Yeah.
How you started to grow your followers.
Well, my first video was really cringy, like it is for most people. Like, it's ridiculous. There was this
Mine's
trend.
still cringy.
Really?
To me when I watch, I'm like,
oh my god, like it was bad. It was because I used to do like K-pop makeup videos.
You did.
So yeah, my first video was like imitating this makeup trend that was going on in Korea. When I was like a young teenager, I loved K-pop. I loved like Girls' Generation was the best. I loved them so much, and I used to do like the makeup videos and such for that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think was your first video that really like put you on the map?
It was my first video.
Oh, really?
My first video received 1 million views within like a few months. So that I think that was how it kickstarted. But at that time there wasn't any like. There were Westerners who did this thing, but they were not white Westerners, and I think that was what put me like to be more like it was unseen. I think.
Yeah. It made you different.
Yeah. Like everything I did was horrible quality, horrible everything. I didn't know how to talk English very well, so it didn't like it was bad.
Well, still, I mean, it drew a lot of people because they were interested in the fact that you, a white person, a white face, were interested in K-pop content and were following the makeup stuff. Oh, interesting.
I don't know. I mean, I did look very young and cute in the video, so maybe that did something as well.
I mean,
I'm not gonna reject the fact that I do draw people because of how I look. You know, there's this online magazine called TC Chandler. They do this like ratings of beautiful faces and handsome faces, the 100 most beautiful every year. And last year I was, for some reason, I don't know.
What do you mean you
nominated.
don't know?
No, there's so many really pretty people in this world that I was like, I'm very average, I feel like. So
she's being humble.
Well, it's not super comfortable with this stuff. But like, yeah, I was rated as 37.
Yeah, the 37th most beautiful face on the internet.
Yeah.
Right?
Wait, 37 or 39? I don't remember. But but apparently I'm nominated this year as well.
Oh, do you know what number?
No, because it comes out every December.
Oh, interesting.
So we'll know by December.
Oh, nice. What was the point in your life that you thought this was going to be my full-time thing?
My goal was the second that I moved to Korea, I would want to make it a full-time thing, because to be honest, back in Denmark, even when I had 200,000 subscribers, I didn't earn enough money to make it a full-time thing at all. Like, I earned close to nothing.
Because you were just working on off of ad revenue.
I was working off of ad revenue, but I was also like once in a while getting a sponsor. But at that time, I've never done a sponsor that was more than $2,000, and that would only come like that came once. And like when I did a sponsor, it was like for $200, and then I would only do a sponsor a month or something like that. So obviously, I didn't know my worth because I'm certain 200,000 subscribers are certainly more worth than $2,000 or $200. So when I moved here, I was able to work more closely with my management, so I could be more counseled better, and they could give me better sponsors. There was also sponsors that was like requiring me to be in Korea. So the first half year of living here, I did modeling on this side because I still wasn't comfortable in living off of YouTube completely. But for the past year or so, I have not been doing modelings. I mean, I've been doing modeling that was because I was Sissel, who was a YouTuber, and not because I was just a model. So yeah, for the past year, I've been living completely on it, and it's going very nice and well.
Yeah. What are some big learning points that you've had over the career?
I think that the most important is to know my worth, because I would like, before I knew this, I would be persuaded into doing a full sponsored video for, let's say I had like 300,000 subscribers and someone would tell me to do a full sponsored video for $2,000 or something. And for people who aren't really used to earning that kind of money like immediately when uploading a video, it sounds like a lot, but also those people probably don't know the work that goes into it. And I feel like knowing my worth has made me able to actually push my quality up, push my value up against other sponsors and everything. And that's where like I could turn it around and actually show that this was my profession. And I wasn't just a young teenager trying to earn money online.
Yeah, I mean, this is very important though, because I think people don't understand when they say sponsored content, the actual work that goes behind it. Tell them about all your editing and how much effort goes into that a little bit, because I don't think people understand that part of it as much because they don't see it.
Yeah, I feel like every YouTuber has a very different way to do it, because some YouTubers are known for having these videos that look super quickly and messy thrown together. That's not my style, and my style is more like every single clip that I have, I color correct it. I do everything and I try to make sure that I cut my clips to the beat of the music. And people don't realize this thing if they don't know about it. And so obviously there's the whole before you film the video with planning, with if you have a sponsor, you negotiate probably for weeks before that, and you finalize contracts, and then you receive the things you want to receive, and then you test it out, and then you have to write your script and plan out what you're gonna do, like set away the time for that. Filming is the actual not easy, but it's the least time-consuming part. And then after that you have the post-production, which is all the editing, and usually some people like to do it all in one row. I do that often, but these days, since I've been taking classes on the side, I'm doing everything in small cuts. So one day I will find all the clips, I'll clip them together, and then the next day I will find the music and everything, and then I would at the end color correct, put text in, finalize it, upload it. But then also after you edit it and uploaded it, you have to respond to comments constantly, because the whole thing that the point of YouTube is to engage your followers. You have to engage with them and talk with them, and that's how being a YouTuber is different from being like a TV personality, because TV personality don't need to do that. They just need to show up when they film, and then they're done for the rest. But YouTubers and influencers has to constantly be online.
Tell me a little bit about your audience. Like, what do they like? What do they not like? How does it sometimes differ from what you want to do? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, so the most important thing is to first of all find the good balance between making content that you know will go viral, that you know is popular and people want to see, but also stick in your own like area what you're interested in. Because if you're able to make these two together and do it really well, your channel will do well and you will find your niche, which is the most important thing, because the riches are in the niches. Is that not well pronounced? I don't know, but and then obviously, like, so on my channel we filmed a video together as well, which is answering questions about skincare and all of these things. And what is important to notice is that my viewers are not interested in getting smarter. They're interested in being entertained.
I know.
So whenever we have to explain something, we have to do it like quick and like correct and very like
concise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that I, struggle with too, because I have all this, skincare knowledge, and for us, like, it's important to be very nerdy and very detailed, but for your audience, it's like they want quick answers and they don't want details and they don't want more information, right? It's very
exactly.
What's your beauty secret?
Okay, first of all, stay hydrated. And then second of all, I love oils because they're so concentrated and it's like a bomb of nutrients. So I've been using oils for a long time. I used to have a lot of acne, like a lot. And it didn't show up as much on camera. I was very good at taking care of it when I was younger, like just to hide it on camera. But it was horrible, and so I feel like my skin only started to improve after I started like using oils.
So as an esthetician, I will say oil-water balance is very, very important, so thank you for that. You also have your own complexes, right? You also struggle with your own sometimes self-image. Can you share with the audience something that you struggle with?
It's no secret that when you put yourself out there, you are like vulnerable to people's criticism, and of course in the beginning that hit you a lot, like that really hits you where it hurts sometimes, and it still does in certain stuff, like people just can't seem to leave it alone, the fact that I have a big forehead, which I mean we all know it's big, but it's
I
just
love
like
it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, either people love it or they hate it, I don't really know, but it's a big complex of mine, and people think that just because this person is sitting behind the screen there are like
no feelings.
Yeah, they don't have a feeling.
I know, people can be really mean.
Yeah, and they don't realize I read everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I just recently made it but it was my New Year's resolution this year to not read the gossip sites, because those rumors are like out of this world. Like I don't know how they make up these things.
Yeah, I don't think people know that there is a gossip site.
Yeah, please don't go visit it because it's all bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, you made a resolution not to look.
Yeah, I don't look because it makes me feel bad and it makes no good in me. I just feel horrible, and then I get angry, and then I drag myself down, and it's not beneficial for me. I mean, and I can't change these people's opinions because they know that it's not true. They make up this thing, so I can't change the fact that what they want to say.
Yeah, that's really neat too, actually. One of the reasons that I founded the company was because I wanted a mask moment to be something meaningful for the person. So for me, it was to remind myself to be kind to myself. So how would you define your mask moment?
Man, like on my channel I make a lot about like self-love and such, and I think it's very important to take the time. And for me, my mask moments are the moments where I would actually apply a mask. Like I would sit either with like a glass of wine or a tea or coffee in my couch, watch Netflix or read a book or listen to a podcast or something. Well, it's just time where I am completely focused on something else than whatever is going on in my life. So like where I can completely deconnect myself from the society and from everything.
Yeah, I think that's very important in self-care, actually. And so, I mean, that's what connects us to each other, I think. Also, this is why you started your brand. You want to tell them a little bit about your brand?
Yeah, well, so my followers knows that I'm a big fan of oils, so I thought like I always wanted to start my own company and start something from the bottom, and it's actually the reason for making that company is more because I wanted to push myself business-wise. I mean, I'm not an esthetician, I don't know much about skincare, but I have the following and I have the willpower to start something, so I honestly hired people who do have this knowledge so they could help me with that. But I started that company because I know what I like for my skin. I know what works for me, and obviously all skin types are different, but I wanted to make something that worked really well for me and perfect whatever worked for me. So that's why I started that brand. So now I have an oil in my brand. My brand is called Sint. I have an oil, and we are currently working on the next product, which is going to be a cleanser. It's going to be maybe coming out around August-ish.
That's exciting. Yeah. Well, thank you for being with us.
Yeah, and thank you for having me.
Joining us on Mask Moments, and let's see where this channel goes too.
Yes, please subscribe to Mask Moments YouTube channel and follow on Instagram and everything.
And follow Sissel on her channel as well.
Thank you guys. Bye.